Well, what's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and I recently showed you guys a Game Boy Advance emulator for iOS 9, and now, as I promised, I wanted to share a new Nintendo DS emulator for all devices on iOS 9. I'm going to show you guys how to run full-speed Nintendo DS games on any device on the latest iOS 9.1 firmware with this new NDS4iOS emulator. So this is the updated version, and I gotta tell you, it runs like a dream. 60 frames per second on my iPhone 6s, every single game runs very smoothly, and I would recommend a larger device, so anything below an iPhone 6 will actually be very hard to play on because it's a little cramped, you know, the dual displays and all, but it works perfectly, absolutely perfectly on my 6S and 6S Plus. The 6, it runs very great, but beyond that, you're going to notice in some games some performance stutter. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how to get the Nintendo DS emulators, all ROMs, for free on iOS 9.1 and enjoy your childhood memories. All right, so first things first, I'm going to go ahead and show you how it runs. And I've got Pokemon Diamond set up right here, and I've got Mario Kart over here. So I'm going to show you a couple games and just show you how it looks. So I've got a frames per second counter up there, and it works very, very well. So there is some slight graphical tears in this city, but if you adjust the settings, it pretty much goes away. But it's a steady 60 frames per second. Everything works very well. I mean, it's very, very playable, especially Mario Kart. Now, some ROMs are going to run a little bit better than others, but almost every single one is playable, and even the touch stylus, everything, it works so great. So I'm very happy about that. This is just Pokemon. It doesn't have a lot of action in it, but as you guys can see, frames per second are steady, and you know, games are absolutely free to load them. So you don't need a computer, which is the best part too. Anyways, on my iPhone 6s. All right, so Super Mario 64. It's actually quite fluid. As you can see, it's standing very steady at 60 frames per second. It works very well on my 6S. And let's try Mario Kart. All right, so Balloon Battle, my favorite one, and all the memories with friends on this. All right, so as you can see, the touch controls right here work very well. Let's try the Pipe Plaza. All right, so I'm just gonna blow a couple of these, and we're off. So you got to get used to the controls, certainly, but joystick I found works well for most games. A lot of the games that you don't need to move around a lot, you know, it's easier, much easier, but it does play very well. It works. And let's get to installing this and reliving your childhood memories. All right, so go ahead and head over to iemulators.com to go ahead and download this for free. Now, nobody can tell you exactly for how long this certificate will stay valid, but once you install this, I mean, you can go ahead and click on apps right here. Scroll down and you'll see NDS4iOS. We're right here. So go ahead and click on this, click install, and then click install once again. So you won't be able to open it right away. You know, it will give you an error message. So you guys have to go to settings, general, scroll down to profile, and in here, go ahead and select this and select trust. Now, after doing that, you will be able to open it up. It'll be empty at first. Of course, you won't have any games in there. You'll have to put them in alone, and you can't do it from inside the app. There's no search function over here, but it is very, very simple to go ahead and get games. So let me show you how to do that. There's multiple websites you can get them from. I prefer Love ROMs or Dope ROMs. You know, it's very simple to go ahead and open them. Love ROMs for me is probably one of the most simple ones. Very straightforward download and everything, so I would recommend this one. But depending on which website you use, some may not have compatible ROMs that open up in here. Some may work and open up right away, but I'll have all the links, everything, all the instruction and troubleshootings down below in the description. Let me go ahead and get something that I don't have. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and download Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks, of course. You know, only download games you own in physical format. Anyways, once in here, now every website will be different depending on which one you use, but go ahead and select download. So it won't do anything, you know, it'll be just downloading in the background, but in about 30 seconds on average, it pops up a screen to go ahead and open up either in NDS4iOS or a certain app. So depending on which format it downloads in, usually in 7Z, you will need a third-party application, and that's where this guy comes in. So Archiver can be found in the App Store. Just type in Unarchiver and it's absolutely free. So after downloading through Safari, go ahead and select Open in Archiver. It'll open up in this app, and you know, it doesn't matter. You can still use the free version, but you'll just see ads. All right, so you want to go ahead and select Edit, select the file, and you pretty much want to extract it first. 2 documents, click Select. So it'll go ahead and extract the .nds file, and then after this we have to recompress it into a .zip and send it over to NDS. And you have to do this for pretty much every single game. It's a little bit of a process, but at least you don't need a computer, right? All right, and once you guys have unzipped the downloaded 7Z file, now there's restrictions on this app. That's where another one comes into play, File Master. So you guys have to download File Master from the App Store. And I know it's a little bit of a stretch, a lot of steps in here, but it's free. So go ahead and hold this guy and select copy to File Master. This will go ahead and copy it to that app, and it'll open up right away. Inside you'll see that file. So go ahead and hold on it and select zip. So after it's zipped, now we can go ahead and send it over to the NDS4iOS application. All right, now that a zip has been created, go ahead and select it, select open with, and now we can finally open it up with the NDS4iOS app. It'll automatically open, and there we go. So finally we've opened it up. It's a little bit of a stretch. I know there's a lot of steps for it, guys, but it's absolutely free, and look at how well it loads. All right, so now you can go ahead and enjoy your games. So I'm gonna go ahead and reiterate the steps very, very quickly. Download NDS4iOS, use any website of your choice. I prefer Dope-ROMs or Love-ROMs. Open it up in the archiver, unzip it, send it to File Master, zip it, and then from File Master, send it to NDS4iOS, and you can go ahead and play all the games that you guys choose. They work very well. Optimal settings are already set. I would recommend auto frame skip. You guys can change a couple other settings in here. I like the vibration feedback as well. So guys, there you go. That's how to enjoy your childhood, these Nintendo DS games on any device, and relive your childhood memories. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Enjoy this emulator and have a great day. Peace.